Hi, everyone. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamelin, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless collective love reading. This is for any sign and any sign that you may be thinking of today. Please use these readings to help you to manifest a love that you are worthy and deserving of, or to confirm a love that's come into your life. Let's see what our spirit guides have for you today. What's coming towards you, what's around you, what's next in love, anything spirit wants to share with me. Please share messages of love for us today, Spirit. What is it that you want us to hear? What is it that you need us to know? I am listening for you now. Let's see what we have. I have healing in the now. Absolutely. The number 42. So staying in the now, staying in the present, not regretting the past, not forecasting the future. You know, all the energy stays in the now. That's where the magic happens. Spirit, please share with me. I have freedom. Okay, letting yourself, this feels like letting your imagination run wild. It's almost like I can be and do anything that I want in a relationship or outside of a relationship. You know, having the freedom to make the choice, having the freedom. If I want to be single, I'm single. I don't have to be in a relationship. If I meet somebody I want to be in a relationship with, great. But having the imagination of all the possibilities of how I can live my life to its fullest with or without someone in my life as well. So that feels like you're strong and made up your mind and know what you want. I'm patient. The number 43. Yes. Yes, you are. And I know you don't want to be told that you're patient. I know that you have a hard time with that. But yeah, divine timing. We have to keep believing in that divine timing. And I have happiness. This feels like happiness is yours, doesn't it? With this rainbow coming and shooting stars and I don't know. I just feel like I'm floating above it all. So happiness is yours. You know, all I want to be is happy. And maybe Spirit's letting you know that it's here, it's in the now, and no matter what, they're trying to bring that to you. So that all feels good to me. Spirit, please share with me. I have a Page of Pentacles, 8 of Swords. I have a 2 of Pentacles. And I have a 4 of Wands. A lot of energy was coming into me with this feeling of like getting back on a horse, okay? Trying again, you know, giving someone else a chance, you know, just not holding back anymore. So for those of you that have like already had a committed relationship before, it would be finding love again and even committing again, even though whatever happened the first time didn't work out, you know? So it was definitely a choice of yours that I'm going to, I admit, they're saying admit my fears. Okay. So your fears are probably just starting over, changing. They're saying don't rely on someone else for your happiness. Like that is the first thing. They don't want you to do that. They want you to make this decision that you'd like to have somebody in your life, but not because they're going to make you happy. Okay. I have a 9 of Pentacles. I have a Queen of Cups. I have a 7 of Pentacles. And I have a King of Wands. They're saying together there's love and passion. Okay, so it's the combination. Like I wouldn't have this with anybody else, feeling that you're the only one that I could feel this way with. And it's true. Two people are going to have something that no one else is ever going to experience. Okay. It's only those 2 people who are going to experience what they're feeling. So you could be with somebody else. You're not going to have the same experience. I don't care. So what they're saying is that it's it's love and passion because it's the two of us. That it wouldn't be this way with anybody else, okay? That I'm feeling something with you that I've never felt. So maybe somebody says, I've never felt this in love. I've never felt this before. I've never been this close to somebody. And I really do want to see where this goes. There's a part of me that says, we just agree to both put the effort in. This feels like we're both strong, we're both independent, we're both adults, we're both mature. And we both say to each other, I know it's not going to happen overnight. I know it's not going to just be handed to us. We've got to both put in the effort. And I feel like we are pretty smart with that relationships take time, they take work. But we also are feeling the love and the passion that only the two of us. It's very much the sense of only we can have this. And there's something going on with me with that. I'm not trying to put my finger on it, but I'm not going to have this with anybody else. I have an Emperor, I have a Knight of Swords, and I have a Sun at the bottom of my deck. So this person is full steam ahead. They've made up their mind. Either they're feeling something for you they've never felt before. They're ready. And then Spirit's asking you that, be happy with or without this. And then if you are ready also, then this beginning is going to take place. But this feels like they're charging in. It feels like they could come into your life fairly quickly. They could not hesitate with, let's get this started. I don't feel like I'm hesitating with this Knight of Swords. And I like this sense of no hesitation because there's so much of that out there. There's so many people that I don't know what I want, or let's just see where this goes, or let's just try it out. You're not like a trial and error person, like I get to try you out. And if I don't like you, I get to return you right to the store. No, we both have to be in it. But I'm going to say this person's pretty strong. This is a strong Emperor, strong King. I even feel like this Knight there's a sense of determination that maybe this person's used to getting what they want. It's one of those people who they're successful in life. They make up their mind. They attack goals. They reach goals. And not to say that they can get you no matter what, but their challenge is to get you to fall in love with them. Look within. What is it that you want is the question. Eyes wide open. You're going into this with eyes wide open. You have the right to choose, they had said to you. You have the right to back out if you want to back out. There are secrets involved. I don't know if there's hidden secrets, like somebody's keeping something in the closet, but I also feel like if this is my diary, I don't want you to know my deepest, darkest thoughts just yet. Or there's thoughts that I want to keep to myself, and I'm probably going to keep to myself for the rest of my life. Like, you don't have to know everything that I'm thinking. I still have privacy, even in a relationship. So there's a little bit of that. Like, don't open my journal. Don't look at my phone without my permission, something along those lines. Expressing yourself more clearly. I want to be more creative. Okay. That came into me as freedom also, like creative freedom, that I don't want anything to hold me back from my career. Like this feels like if I have a career that's growing and it's growing because I am a person who thinks outside of the box or tries different things or, you know, is willing to do something that nobody else is doing. I don't want anything to hold me back. So I think that that's important for you to know. I have 222, and they will be texting you. And I have a big, huge check mark. How about you check all the boxes? You know, yeah, I'm going to say this person is charging towards you. You've attracted this person, and there is a sense of no hesitation, which I'm surprised at, because I get so many readings where I feel, you know, somebody's dipping their toe in and they just want to kind of try it out for a little while. I finally have a grown-up here that says, you are definitely what I've been looking for, and I'm not going to hesitate to call you or to text you or to ask you out or to, you know, see where this is going to go. And then it takes it to the next level where they start to realize that only the two of us are going to create this kind of chemistry. Only the two of us are going to have this love and passion. Nobody else. So they're realizing that it's only with you I'm going to have these kinds of feelings or this reaction to somebody. So yeah, I mean, I get it. You know, it's hard to meet somebody special. It's hard to meet somebody that you actually feel something for. I have a 2 of Pentacles again. It's a choice. 4 Cups. I have an Emperor. That Emperor is strong. That Emperor is determined. This Emperor is determined to win your heart, even no matter how hard it takes. Look at it. He's going to lug these wands up this flight of stairs. You know, I'm going to carry the weight on my shoulder for as long as it takes to win your heart. And you could be a challenge. You could be somebody that they've got to jump through some hoops for, that they are going to have to prove themselves, that they are going to have to dress up and show up and take you out and be consistent and do all the right things. So depending on who you are, this Emperor is going to have to do the work. But whoever this Emperor is, I feel like they're fine with that. They're used to that. I feel like they're used to getting what they want. I got to tell you. I have a Queen of Swords. You're pretty strong. I have a 7 of Swords. Don't lie to me. I have a King of Swords. And I have a 9 of Pentacles. You're both strong-willed. You're both equal. They've met their match. They've met their challenge. You are somebody that not only turns them on physically, but you turn them on intellectually. And you're in their league, or you check all the boxes, however we want to say it. But they're saying we have equal minds. And equal minds to me means that we think alike. We have a lot of the same, maybe values, or we believe in the same things. We believe in the same politics. We believe in maybe the same religions. Maybe we, I don't know, we both believe in the environment, you know, being good for the environment. Like, we think alike. And it's not often that we find somebody that thinks like we do. I feel like the 7 of Swords is more of a warning that I'd rather be alone than have somebody that is a creep, that lies to me, that treats me wrong, you know, and I'm going to catch you in a lie, because this Queen or this King of Swords is smart. And either way, you're not going to get away with it. So as soon as I find out that you're hiding something or you have kept something from me, you're out. So there's no playing games in this connection. There's nothing that this person is going to tolerate as far as, you know, you got to be in their league. You got to be in their league, and they've got to be in yours, quite frankly. Spirit, please share with me, what is it that you need me to know about this connection moving forward? Hey, I like somebody that doesn't hesitate. I like an emperor that doesn't hesitate, and is determined, to catch you. Like there's a sense of I want to catch you. Likely. At this time, the situation or outcome is likely to occur. So it's leaning more toward, this feels like she's leaning like one direction or the other, a yes or a no. And it feels like it's leaning closer to the yes. So if there's somebody on your mind and you're wondering, is this going to move forward? Are they going to call? Are they going to not hesitate? Yes, I'm going to say it's leaning towards the yes. I have ballet shoes and a Sagittarius energy, stamina, and endurance, on your toes, poise, balancing act. But it takes a lot of effort to be a toe ballerina, right? You don't just start there. So they could see something in you that's very strong and that you have worked very hard at over the years. Maybe they're pretty impressed. Like I'd be pretty impressed if you can dance on your toes. I would be like, wow, that's amazing. You have to be strong. You have to have learned that. You have to be talented to be able to do that. So they see something in you that maybe you don't even see in yourself anymore. Maybe this is a given. You've been doing it for so long, but they could be like, that's amazing. I have a Dear John letter. They let somebody go. Okay, somebody came out of something recently. They kicked them to the curb somehow. I have a Capricorn energy. I had the final say. I cut the cords. It wasn't working. I set boundaries and they crossed the line. There's a sense of crossing the line with this person, whoever this breakup was. It was like, the straw that broke the camel's back. I just couldn't take it anymore. So somebody had a recent breakup. Somebody has some kind of story to tell there. And I have a fortress. I know that I've put my guard up. I know that it's hard to break through. So this person or you could be stubborn right now. You got to break through this fortress. Be careful with that. Nobody wants to have to fight to be with somebody. Nobody wants to have to prove themselves in a new relationship. They just want to be a person and they just want to have fun with somebody initially and talk to somebody and get to know someone. So if you're putting up that big fortress and those big guards and those big walls, certain people will say, you know what, this is too much work for me. You need to, be a little bit more open to meeting new people before I come into your life. So be careful with the fortress that you build around yourself. I get the protecting yourself, but sometimes it pushes people away. I have 50-50. At this time, things could go either way. I'm leaning more towards the yes, that somebody is leaning. I've never felt this way before. You check all the boxes. The only thing that could turn them off is that they get there and they realize that the guard is too hard to get through. The wall is too hard to break down. The fortress around you is, because of old wounds, is just too difficult. So be careful with that. Like a virtue, and that you need to give some kind of trust initially, just like human being to human being. So to get it started, you gotta be willing to kind of meet them in the middle. I have a Gemini energy. I have a hammock, rest, time off, recovery, finding yourself, waiting for the right thing. Feeling like I've been in limbo, but that's okay. Sometimes you're in limbo, you feel stuck, you feel like nothing's moving forward, but you really are exactly where you're supposed to be because you're still learning, you're still growing. You are finding yourself. You are working on other areas of your life. So take that time to rest and heal. And when the person is meant to be in your life, they will be. Spirit knows best. And I have a Aquarius energy, this Black Widow, betrayal, warning, toxic. So do I have a fortress around me because I was betrayed? Probably. I have a fortress around me because everybody I meet is toxic. Everybody I meet has been unworthy of me. You know, when am I going to meet the normal person? You're going to meet the right one. Other than that, everybody else is a no. Everybody is not the right person except for one person. Okay, what is this? A Taurus energy, a beehive. Be diligent, work hard, be devoted, working as a team, be patient. I mean, bees work together. They're persistent. They do not give up. And they have kind of their job, right? They have the worker bee, and then they have the queen bee, and they have, I mean, all the different levels. But it is a sense of working together to create something. So I'm going to say that you both understand that it takes a team. It takes more than one person to make something amazing. I have a dynamite at the bottom of my deck, and I'm just going to grab that one because I have a Leo energy, a fire energy, and I have excitement. I have passion. I have change. This is explosive. It's unexpected and explosive. I will take that in a heartbeat. The number 5. So is it in 5 days? Is it somebody who, I'm going to say you blew my mind. You know, the person who says to me, I don't remember the last time I met somebody like you. I don't remember the last time I've been this excited to spend some time with somebody. So you've definitely captured somebody's attention. I would say that for sure. Well, let's get some loving messages. What do they want you to know? What's coming in the future for this connection? Spirit, please share with me. They're asking me to give you a handful of letters, okay? Some initials. So some of you may have somebody in mind. This could be a confirmation. So let's do this. Spirit, what are the person's initials? First initials, last initials? Any confirmation that you can give us today? I have an L, an A, Z. I have a C, O, a T, a Q, I, S, the letter J. I have an M, an A, the U, P, E, R, W. Let's get 2 more. I have the letter Y and I have an N. Okay, so maybe that gave you a confirmation, some of you. Maybe that you just needed to know I was talking about your person. You've checked all the boxes. Happiness is yours. This is explosive. It's unexpected and explosive. You blew my mind. I love that. Spirit, tell me their feelings. The end of a cycle, 999. How about the end of the cycle is that you surrender. You surrender to love. You surrender to holding back. You surrender to being in that fortress. And you come out of your fortress and you see what's out here in the real world. And you start to meet people and talk to people and accept people, that not everybody's going to hurt you. I see you in my dreams, and in my dreams, we are already together. I believe in this love. Love will keep us together as long as we love each other. I want more than what we have. Maybe we've started talking. We've been hitting it off. We've been spending a little time together. And now all of a sudden I'm deciding that I want more. I want to be more than friends. Yeah, this person is looking to, they're determined and they're not hesitating to catch you, they had said. You fuel my creativity. So we had that creative card earlier where I don't want anything to hold me back. I secretly admire you. I'm proud of you. I think you're amazing. I think that you check all the boxes, is what they had said earlier. I've never met anyone like you before. We said that right from the beginning. I've never felt this before. I'm going to put this out into the universe. Wow, you're beautiful. Wow, you're beautiful. I love that. So I'm going to put this out into the universe. I think this is hot. I think it's exciting. I think it's explosive. And I think it's unexpected. So we are going to put this out into the universe now. I want to thank Spirit for these messages. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like, subscribe, ring that notification bell. Thank you always for your kind words. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, please go to my website, kathymamolinspsychicmedium.com. If you'd like to check out my other 2 channels, I'll put the links in the description below. And I hope you enjoyed your reading today.